Tuesday, the 20th of November, about 7:30, we were all around her and she just took her last breath and she left this world, subhanAllah. And I just wanted to wake her up. I just wanted her to just wake up one more time. I just wanted to see her face one more time.
Nothing can prepare you for the pain of losing your mother. And for my brother and I, the day we lost our mother Salwa was the day our hearts shattered into pieces.
So we arrive at Lakemba Mosque and me and my 3 aunties and Abdul Rahman start washing my mum. And subhanAllah, I can't describe what it was like to wash my mum. I'm so glad I did that. It was such a beautiful experience because I felt like I needed to say goodbye to her and I wanted to kiss her hand and kiss her feet one last time and just be with her because I knew she'd want me to be with her at that point.
It was the hardest day of my life. Not only had I lost my mum, but my best friend.
It feels like my heart has been ripped out. I miss her so much. Like even the little things get to me. For example, I was shopping for a dress a couple of months ago and I couldn't take, I went to my car and I started crying because I couldn't message mum so she can tell me her honest opinion of how I look in that dress, or she couldn't shorten my clothes for me, tailor my clothes. Like a girl, sometimes you just need your mum. Like you've got family around you, but there's no one like your mum. There's no one that just can be like her. So yeah, it's been very difficult.
Yet as difficult as it was to cope, I find relief knowing that my mum has returned to the one she loved the most. For she loved Allah, loved His Messenger, and of course loved his book, the Quran.
She would always be playing a Quran and going through what she memorized because one of her dreams that she wanted to achieve was to become a memorizer of Quran. But subhanAllah, she never reached that because she died before she could actually finish memorizing the Quran. But I think she got 6 juz in. One of her saddest moments though was that there was a point about a couple of years ago where she could no longer do sujood anymore, that she had to pray on the chair, and that was her saddest realization, that she wasn't ever able to do sujood anymore because she loved doing sujood. She was always a person that just loved it. It was her favorite prayer position.
But for Salwa, being religious meant so much more than exceeding in personal worship.
When we think of someone that's going to get the highest of Jannahs, we think of somebody that's closed off, just prayed all day. But that's not what mum was. She was a comforter to her friends, an amazing mum to me. She was an amazing sister to her sisters. She was really a pillar for so many people in their lives. And she touched the hearts of so many people, even strangers.
She just knew how to deal with people. And she saw Allah in those dealings. Every single one of our neighbors knows her. They know her by name. She knows their stories. She knows their families. She's gotten them gifts. But again, she did for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I think that is one of the greatest lessons that she's imparted me. That's loving people, to love Allah.
And she'd go for walks around this park here, and she met a lady that was visiting here from India. She was visiting her daughter, and she'd sit there and she'd talk to the lady and interact with the lady. She actually invited the lady over for a cup of tea once, subhanAllah. The effect that she had on that lady was messaging mum's phone when mum was in hospital saying, "How's Salwa? I'm just checking in on Salwa to see how she's doing."
She would always ask people, "Are you happy, ya Habibi? Are you happy, ya Habibti? Are you happy, ya Mustafa?"
By connecting with the hearts of others, my mother ideally hoped she would connect the hearts of others with Allah.
In order to love Allah or to be close to Allah, you don't have to stop being sweet. No, I'm religious and I love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I'm going to show this person how I love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, and when we go to the physiotherapist or the chiropractor, and the chiropractor tells me, "Oh, you know, Mustafa, you shouldn't lie down on your tummy." Oh, you know, the Prophet ﷺ told us that we shouldn't lie down on our tummies. She'll find a way to turn it into some sort of dawah in her sweet, affectionate, loving, bubbly way that just made you so drawn to her. That's what the world can learn from Salwa al-Qashimi.
It was her love for Allah that saw her dedicate 17 years to teaching children Islam.
She never missed a day of scripture. And subhanAllah, like a month ago, one of the girls said to me that she was in year 4, she's like, "Oh, I miss Miss Salwa." And she just got so emotional. So subhanAllah, she even touched the lives of kids that only saw her for half an hour once a week.
Miss Salwa was a great and kind teacher. She made Eid parties, she gave us prizes and awards. and I will pray for her, and we will never forget her.
Yet above all, it was her immeasurable service in caring for her sick mother that showed the true caliber of Salwa's character.
She sacrificed her life for my grandma. There were many times when my mum would shower her, look after her. Mum would spend hours with her. Mum didn't actually even have a social life at one point because it was all about looking after her mum. And that's why my grandma, Allah yarhamha, she used to look at my mum. She used to point at my mum and she says, "البت دي هتخش الجنة من غير حساب," which basically means this girl is going to enter Jannah with no hisab. Also, after my mum's mum passed away, my dad's mum, she also got sick and she was living with us for 3 years here. And my mum was looking after her mother-in-law as if she was her mum, with that same love and that same affection. And my grandma appreciated that and saw that, subhanAllah, because she actually had no daughters, my other grandma.
Taking a look at Salwa's life, it was easy to see the effort she put forth in preparation to meet Allah. Her countless handwritten notes reflecting on death are a testimony to the concern that she had for the day she was to pass away, a day she most certainly knew would come soon.
So one of the things that Mum was really big on was she was a big writer. She used to love to keep journals and diaries and write things down and write things on notes and write things on pads. And she had a calendar and she would mark all her appointments on it, and she had it hanging on the wall. One day, after subhanAllah, after her burial, the thought dawned on my sister, oh, I should check Mum's calendar. So she went downstairs and she had a look at the wall that Mum had her calendar on, and instead of the pen hanging from the top like it normally does, it was hanging on the side, but it was pointing, and the tip of the pen was pointing to the date that Mum left this world, the 20th of November. It was like the last connection to Mum, yani. It's this pen that she held and she left there, and it's this very significant date, subhanAllah. We've left it as it is. It's one of those things that we haven't changed or moved at all in this last year, and I doubt that we will, yani. It's a very strong reminder and connection to her.
May Allah have mercy on my mother and grant her the highest of Jannah. May her legacy serve as an inspiration to us all, a story of service to Allah, service to the people, and spreading love to all those around her.